All right, folks, thanks so much for tuning in to Game 1 of the SouthWest Single A Senior Girls Sectionals here for 2023-2024. We've got a matchup for you between the number 3 seed in the Southwest, the Fredericton Christian Academy Eagles, against the visiting Caledonia Regional High School Tigers. Coming at us all the way from Hillsborough, they are the number 2 seed in the Northeast. The winner, it is a winner-take-all game. You win or you go home. The winner today will go on to the second game of sectionals to face the hometown Harvey High School Lakers at 12 p.m. here on Saturday in the David and McMullen Gymnasium. The winner of that game will go on to Harbor Station. So, two high-stakes games coming up for you. First one tonight, second one tomorrow afternoon.
Now here we see the consequences of not being the first seed in regionals. Our Lakers going to bye all the way to the final game sectionals, which is relieving. I can see the entire team sitting here watching the game.
Yep. Had some subs before the game. They're relaxing. Plus they get to do a bit of scouting, right? Watch the teams ahead of them. Their chief rival, Southern Victoria, had to travel all the way to Petitcodiac. They are taking on the Minto Memorial High School team. I don't actually know what their team name is, but it is Minto and Southern Victoria playing tonight, and the winner of that game will play Petitcodiac, and that will be the other team that represents the Single A Senior Girls at regional, or at Harbor Station, rather. See the teams just chatting here. As far as we know, these teams have met twice this season. Both were close matchups, so we're really anticipating a great game for you tonight. On December 10th at the FCA tournament, their home tournament, Caledonia visited, and they beat FCA by a score of 42-41. There was another matchup, I believe in January, where FCA beat Caledonia by a score of 54-49. So, a 5-point win on one side, a 1-point win on the other side. Should be a great game from both teams, and you hear FCA has traveled well. They've got lots of fans here in the stands making noise for their Eagles. Starting for the Eagles, it is a relatively young squad. They have no grade 12 players on the court and on their roster, indeed. It will be Nalia McAloon, Claire McGuigan, Bella El Zayat, Nikki Kenye, and taking the tip-off, number 2, Lauren Sturgeon. And we'll get you those Petitcodiac numbers in just a moment, but here's Kenye to start the action. She drives in, that shot low, but McGuigan has the rebound. Eagles still control. McAloon over to El Zayat, back to McAloon. Looking inside for Kenye, can't quite get in to the paint. Nice defense there for number 6, Haley McDonald, but Kenye strikes first. So there's 2, the Eagles are on the board. And here come the Tigers to respond. You hear the support from the bench. They're moving around the outside, but here's Alex Casey trying to drive in. Dumps it out to Scotland Stewart, but she runs into Kenye, and don't think there's any foul here. Just a ball rolling out of bounds. Don't have both officials' names. One of them is Joel Everett, who in his other job is the head coach of the Heartland Husky boys squad. So nice to see him here tonight. Given back as that goes in. There's a nice three-pointer. I believe that was number 14, Alex Casey. Grade 11 student. We'll keep an eye on her from a distance. Here comes McAloon driving in, and she's going to draw a foul. Last weekend at the regional games, FCA played 3 games, and McAloon was a force in every single one of them. And that foul will be going against Alex Casey, number 14. First foul for either team. Shot up by McAloon is good. And McAloon puts the second one up, and she's good as well. So FCA 2 for 2 from the line, both off the hands of Nalia McAloon. Streaking up the side, it's number 2, Emma Jeffrey, grade 12 student, one of 2 seniors on this Tigers squad. Swung back outside to McDonald. Aletta Metzler, grade 9 student, almost loses it, but gets it back to Jeffrey. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Jeffrey with a long shot attempt, and that goes nowhere. Kenye directly takes the rebound, and the Eagles have it. Pass from El Zayat just past the hands of McGuigan. So referee Everett will put the ball in for the Tigers. Back and forth so far this game. And if their previous 2 scores are anything to go by, I expect it'll be like this for the rest of the game. Here's Aletta Metzler stuck in the corner, gets it over to, I believe that's Lipte, or nope, check that. That was Casey. As we have a whistle here, I believe it's going against FCA. We'll wait for the call to go up on the scoreboard. Yep, it is indeed Kengne's first. Big thanks to Colby Cleghorn, working the scoreboard to put that up, as well as his partners at the minor officiating booth, Violet McDonald and Jake Riley. Second shot from our net cam angle, and that goes in as well. So both teams perfect from the line here in the early going. And here comes McAloon. Looking around, driving in now, splits the defense, doesn't get a good shot, but her teammate McGuigan had the rebound, and almost a fast break there, but that's off a foot. Tough break for Aletta Metzler, the one of 2 grade 9 players on the Tigers squad. Tigers also seem to lean younger, a couple grade 9s, but a lot of grade 10s on this roster. As here comes number 2, Emma Jeffrey, one of the veterans. It's bobbled out, but Casey collects it, gets it all the way out, but this one's poked away by McAloon. Nalia McAloon beats her mark, and she puts up 2 more. She's got 4 points now. Long pass up to McDonald. Back outside to Jeffrey. Hesitates and drives in, and that's going to be a charge. And we'll double check the number there. That was Lauren Sturgeon who took the ball, so her first foul. Here comes McAloon. Nice moves to try to evade the defender. Gets herself into a shooting position, but that will fall short. And Tigers with the ball now. Jeffrey. High pass up, and that's kept alive by Alex Casey. Nice work by Casey to keep that ball alive and start this offensive chance. Here it comes from short range. There's Emma Jeffrey, number 2, putting up 2 and regaining this Tigers lead. Great back and forth action here so far in game 1 of the Southwest Sectionals. McAloon, she's been the leading ball handler for sure for the Eagles, and that's bounced inside to McGuigan. McGuigan's shot over the net, and now I think that's a travel, yeah. Scotland Stewart took 1 step too many. Here Coach Mo Perez calling out some offensive structures for his team. Let's see what he cooked up. Gets McGuigan right under the net, and no, that's no good. Nice movement though as Kengne keeps it alive, but it's gobbled up by one of the Tigers, and here we have a one-on-one. Aletta Metzler getting past her defender to put a couple more on the board, so Tigers starting to diversify their offense. Here's McAloon looking for 3 to tie it. Hits the rim and bounces out. And nice work there by Claire McGuigan, knocking that out of bounds, just being disruptive. Tigers have it in their own defensive zone, but 3 seconds off the shot clock already, but they find an opening, and here's Metzler now with just 1 to beat. Metzler looking for that hole. Kengne on the rebound, and she's really good with those. Had a couple of defenders on her, but still came away with it. As Surgeon taking a 3-point shot, and that goes right over the net into the hands of Aletta Metzler. Metzler crossing around, and a couple back and forth moves to get it to Emma Jeffrey. Jeffrey trying to drive in, and that's no shot. So foul called, and the number 2 makes me think it might be the second against Lauren Sturgeon. We'll see. Yeah, you know, I may have given the wrong team the foul earlier. I think number 2, Lauren Sturgeon, got her first this time, and previously it may have been Emma Jeffrey, who also wears number 2, but for Caledonia. So both teams with 2 fouls right now. Here's McAloon. Nice move to get around the defender, but that shot will not go. FCA has it as we're going to get a substitution. Riley Dobson, grade 9 player, checking into the game. Kengne's going to grab a breather. Teams will definitely be putting their best feet forward here, and as this is a winner-go-home game, so expect to see some heavy minutes for a lot of these starters. As Lauren Sturgeon goes to put that up, she's fouled on her way, and she'll get a chance at 2. It's number 5, Scotland Stewart, on the foul. Here's Sturgeon with the first attempt. And that falls short. So Sturgeon 0 for 1. As a team, 2 for 3 are the Eagles. Second shot bounces out. Dobson fighting for that and got a whistle as that's out of bounds. And Caledonia will get the ball. Looks like a full press from the Eagles as that pass almost intercepted, but instead Tigers get a couple of easy 2. Really nice pass there from, I believe that was Emma Metzler over to Aletta Metzler. And here's number 4, Nalia McAloon again driving through some defenders to try to put it up, but the shot will not go. Jeffrey looking ahead to Emma Metzler coming off the bench. Jeffrey with a nice shot, but that's blocked from behind by Lauren Sturgeon. And this pass intercepted by Casey. Teams going back and forth now. Jeffrey slowing things down. Casey now looking around to Scotland Stewart. Here's the shot from number 18, Emma Metzler. That'll bounce out. And Caledonia will maintain possession. Here's Kegney switching back into the game as Tigers have it in the offensive zone. Long pass out to number 4, Aletta Metzler. That shot high, hit the rigging, so we got a dead ball. And here's McAloon to start the rush again for the Eagles. Trying to get around the defender. That's Alex Casey trying to stay with her. Dumped outside to Bella El Zayat. Back to McAloon now. McAloon circling around, looking for Kegney inside. And there's a bit of a push. And that'll go against Nikki Kegney, I believe, her second. Yep, indeed, her second. And that is 4 fouls for the Eagles right now. As Kegney grabs a breather and can't tell. Yeah, it was Dobson who subbed back in. And that's stolen by Lauren Sturgeon. Nice extension by Sturgeon. Got a couple girls to beat. She drives up and she's going to draw a foul. So the Tigers also at 4 fouls as we're barely halfway through the first quarter here. Could be a factor as the game goes on, especially with these teams giving heavy minutes to their starters. That's the second against Scotland Stewart. And I think we've seen her head to the bench already. First shot by Sturgeon is good, so she is now 1 for 3 from the line. As Eagles change a bit of personnel, there'll be Dobson and McAloon going in for any potential rebound, but that's taken by Emma Metzler, so nothing going for the team from the Fredericton Christian Academy. Casey dribbling around. Finds Jeffrey. Jeffrey with the fake and drives in. That shot blocked, I believe, by Sturgeon, so nothing going there for the Tigers, although they still have the lead. Here's McAloon, stops short, dumps it out to McGuigan at the foul line. McGuigan will put into McGuigan, grade 9 player, wearing number 5 in the blue jersey. I think we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, it's a very young team for the Eagles. Relatively young for Caledonia as well, but especially on the Eagles side. Not a single player in grade 12 on their roster. Lauren Sturgeon with the ball right now, one of only 3 grade 11s. Here's Nalia McAloon on a 3-point attempt. That goes wide right. Give and go from the Tigers here. It's Aletta Metzler looking to finish. Ball pinballs around a little bit. Comes to Bella El Zayat. She sees McAloon for a chance, and there's 2 more from Nalia McAloon. Very strong player as the Eagles get their wings out on this full court press, but the Tigers slicing right through it with some very good passing and positioning. They're moving to right beside the net with efficiency. As that ball tipped away, it's off a foot though. So dead ball, no, there will not be any rush off of that. Abigail McFarland's going to check into the game.
Eagles coming back early in this quarter. I was worried that Caledonia started taking it away there, but FCA is really resilient, especially in those comebacks. We saw that in the game with the Breakers where they were down and ended up coming back and winning it. So I think Eagles are used to being down and being able to get their footing and strike harder than ever. Yeah,
definitely a quality you love to see. There's a long two from McAloon, and she's been a big part of this comeback. And now here's Aletta Metzler twisting and turning. That shot no good, but Haley McDonald has the rebound. Pass for her teammate goes a little too far, though. So that'll be an over and back. And don't think there's a timeout, just getting some substitutions. McDonald grabs a breather for the Tigers. Not quite sure who checked in for them, but Aletta Metzler and Emma Metzler both out there. Oh, Deanna Campbell, I believe, is the new player, wearing number 24, grade 9 for the Tigers. Ball passed across, and that's picked off by McAloon. Here she comes, just one girl to beat, and she does. McAloon with 10 points in this first quarter. She's been the wind under the Eagles' wings. And a great quarter for the grade 10 player. That ball tipped. Emma Metzler, almost keeping it in, but did step over the line. So here come the Eagles on the attack. El Zayat getting it over to McAloon. Alex Casey has drawn the assignment of defending her. Casey staying with her, but runs into the pick. Now reversed out to El Zayat. El Zayat looking inside for McGuigan. McGuigan turn and shoot, and that's no good. Deanna Campbell on the rebound. Back to Emma Jeffrey. Long pass up to number 14, Alex Casey. Jeffrey back to Casey in the corner. Casey fakes a shot, moves it to the top of the circle, but again the pass too high. Almost beaten to it by McFarland, but the Tigers do touch up for the over and back. Always want to sprint back to get those, though, even though you know it's going to be a whistle change of possession. You don't want to give up that fast break, which is what McFarland was threatening to do. So good play there from the Tigers to avoid the chance. Here's a long three-point from Lauren Sturgeon, and that goes in. Beautiful shot from the grade 11 player. Her first points during the run of play. As ball off a foot, we'll see which team gets it. There's, I think that was Cadence McMillan with the assist, as you can see the senior girls for the Lakers taking in this game, maybe making a few notes on their opponents. And not sure what that was there. Referee Everett may not have whistled the ball in yet, but little mental mistake from the Tigers as McFarland will grab a well-deserved rest, and I think Riley Dobson is checked back into the game. McAloon getting by her mark, and that shot goes in. Here's her chance at an additional, as that is the 5th foul against the Tigers this quarter. We'll see who the guilty party is. It is Deanna Campbell's first. Dobson's going to put it up. It'll be Emma Jeffrey, and that's Alex Casey securing the rebound as Casey gives it up to Aletta Metzler. Metzler trying to get by McAloon, can't quite, so hands it back to Casey, and Metzler goes down, but the ball's still live. Comes to McAloon, who picks it up. Long pass up to El Zayat, up the left flank. El Zayat stopping for a long two. Lauren Sturgeon on the rebound, puts it up underhand. And now it's the Eagles who are really taking off. Tigers in a bit of a rut. As ball tipped by El Zayat, but Emma Jeffrey still maintains possession. Nice fake by Alex Casey to move in, getting good shooting position. Good defense by the Eagles under the net, so Jeffrey has to get it out to Campbell for a drive. Back inside to Jeffrey, but we got a hold here as legs getting tangled up, and we'll see who this is going against. I believe it'll be against the Eagles, just based on kind of court position. But in theory, yep, that is the first against Claire McGuigan, and that should put the Tigers into bonus. First shot from Casey rolls out, so she's 2 for 3 from the line. Sturgeon McGuigan ready to contest the rebound. Second shot up, and that bounces out Sturgeon almost had it, but that's out of bounds, and Tigers will get possession under the board. And here comes shot from Alex Casey. That's a long three, and it's no good, but she gets her own rebound. Love to see it from Alex Casey. She is the leading scorer for the Caledonia Regional High School Tigers out of Hillsborough. Grade 11 player, really stepping up during this high-stakes game. Here's Emma Metzler over to Aletta Metzler. Tipped away, but Aletta Metzler still has it. Back to Emma Metzler. Got to imagine the two are sisters. And Deanna Campbell's ball. That's no good. Metzler keeps it in. Aletta, rather, keeps it in. Emma Metzler almost has it, but El Zayat for the Eagles gets into it as seconds left in the first quarter. Here's McAloon for three. That bounces just out as Sturgeon tries to keep it in, and just a second or two left. Let's see, Tigers. No, check that. We've got Eagles ball. If they could put another couple points on the board, it'd be big. Let's see what Coach Perez is able to draw up. Out to Sturgeon for a three, and as time expires, that hits the rim and bounces out after 1 quarter of play. Your score, FCA 22, Caledonia 13. So, foul's definitely playing an important role in the game here in the early going.
Yeah, very foul-heavy game. We saw this with the Breakers earlier, too, with regionals. I think FCA isn't prone to fouling a lot, but they just end up playing teams that are and then kind of replicate that onto themselves. With Breakers, that if you've seen that game, you know what that was like. Very,
Yep. Breakers, Graham and Ann Breakers were a physical team for sure.
Yeah, a couple of swings I saw there.
Yep.
This game seems a little bit more calm, even though the fouls would tell a different story. I think it's just kind of trying to drive in there. It's a high-stakes game. The nerves are high, which means more areas for failure and getting fouls and stuff like that.
Yeah, big thanks to our sponsors as well for allowing us to kind of bring the streams to what they are today. We'd like to thank Scott Pierce at Remax, East Coast Elite Realty, and the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience, have help pay for equipment like those net cameras, the angles you're seeing, help us to be more efficient up here in the skybox and get more students involved. So we really appreciate all the help from those sponsors. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor or just donating to help out the stream team, we'd love that. Please feel free to check out my contact information in the video description. Tigers come back first. It will be Casey, Campbell, Aletta, and Emma Metzler, and Emma Jeffrey coming onto the court. For the Eagles, I believe it will be McAloon, Claire McGuigan, Sturgeon, Dobson, and El Zayat. Big thanks as well to our minor officials tonight, Colby Cleghorn, Violet McDonald, and Jake Riley, as well as the folks up here in the skybox. We've got Jay Gillett working the camera, Austin Jameson at the console position, and Kevin Sheffers-Roy doing scoreboard and chirping in with some color commentary. Again, the 2 points from McAloon are good. As she's fouled, she'll get a chance for one additional. As it'll be Jeffrey and Emma Metzler looking to contest the rebound for the Tigers. Dobson and Sturgeon looking for the second chance, but we'll see if it's even necessary. Nalea McAloon's shot is good. It was not. And I believe that puts her at 3 for 4 on the evening from the foul line. Shot up to Deanna Campbell. Campbell driving in under the net. Shot bounces around, but it's good. Grade 9 player getting on the board for the Tigers. They're going to need that. These two teams played 2 close games earlier this season, both exhibition or tournament matchups. But Eagles won by 5 and the Tigers won by 1. So these two teams definitely capable of hanging with each other. Although it's the Eagles who have soared out to the early lead so far. Casey puts the ball into Emma Metzler. Gets it over to Jeffries, who's got a reverse past Riley Dobson. Now out to Emma Metzler. Metzler shoots 3. That bounces down and almost in, but it's no good as Metzler takes a tumble there. And that was no contact, just lost footing, but thankfully got right back up as here come the Eagles in response, and looks like we've got a charge there. Aletta Metzler getting the call. Yep, it is Aletta Metzler's first, and that's 2 fouls already here in the early going for the Tigers. Both teams went into bonus in the first quarter, so hopefully it will not come down to foul shots, but that's kind of how things are trending right now. We'll see how it goes. Here's McAloon getting around the defender. El Zayat back to McAloon, makes the defender commit, then dumps it back outside to McAloon, and looks like McAloon, one of those rare fouls during a 3-point shot, so she should get 3 from the line here. And indeed it is. Second foul on Aletta Metzler, and Bella El Zayat should get 3 here. First attempts for El Zayat from the line, and her first shot is good. Referee just reminding everyone there are 2 more, including this one. So first one's up. And that bounces out, so El Zayat 1 for 2 so far. And here's the third and final foul shot. Campbell and Emma Metzler getting ready to box out on this rebound. Shot up from El Zayat. That's no good. Bounces high out, though. And Dobson has it for the Eagles. McGuigan back inside to McAloon quickly. McAloon circling around and shoots a 3. That goes in. So really a best case scenario for the Eagles, and they're really starting to take off now. Long pass up to Emma Metzler. Back outside to Campbell. Campbell driving through and guilty of a travel here. Not sure if we're going to see a timeout called by Coach Danielle Colpitz. But things are starting to get away from the team from Hillsborough as McAloon shoots a long 3, but that goes wide left and out, so no points on that attack from the Eagles. Got some fans from Hillsborough cheering, but this is stolen away, and El Zayat with the shot, kind of clothesline there by Casey, and that's going to be her third foul as Caledonia really getting into some foul trouble now. And we're going to timeout called by, I believe, Caledonia. Let's wait for the official call here. Timeout, yes, and it is confirmed by the referee and Colby Cleghorn. It is head coach Danielle Colpitz and her assistants Cadence Reed and Brianna McNaught calling that timeout.
4 fouls for the Tigers and 0 for the Eagles is a little rough if you're a Tigers fan out there. Those fouls, they're 1 away from bonus, and that means with the amount of fouls that have been drawn, and we've seen, I think, every single one of them be a shooting foul.
Yep. Most of them, yeah.
And,
yeah.
After you get 5 fouls, every single one of them is going to be a shooting foul.
Yeah, with 8 minutes left to go in the second quarter, that's really not where you want to be. Especially with a team that has been pretty decent from the line. McAloon, 3 for 4. El Zayat, technically 1 for 3, but her third, that rebound bounced out, and the Eagles still got 3 points off of that, right? Even if you don't score on the foul shot, you still risk giving up possession and allowing a 2 or even a 3. So you really don't want to be giving any teams free shots, especially not here in this sectional game.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully that timeout was able to control those fouls, make them, instead of causing, be more drawing fouls, see if the Eagles get on par with the Tigers here.
There's El Zayat again. As mentioned, she's 1 for 3. Now 1 for 4 from the line as that bounces out. And here we are on the second. It'll be Jeffrey and McDonald looking to box out. El Zayat again, and that's good. So 40% mark for number 11 in the blue jersey as Haley McDonald has it. Back over to Emma Jeffrey. Jeffrey looking to get around Dobson and drives through a couple players. Gets a mid-range shot, follows it for her own rebound. Nice work from the veteran player for the Tigers on this drive, and we have a foul here. No shot, and I think that'll be against one of the Eagles this time as Aletta Metzler had the ball. Must have had some contact as she was driving in. We'll see which Eagle specifically as it goes on the board. Looks like Bella El Zayat, the guilty party, here first. As Aletta Metzler back out to McDonald. Jeffries kind of at the elbow here. She dumps it out to Deanna Campbell, but that's almost... Oh, no, it is batted away. McAloon fighting for it with Emma Metzler. We're going to get a jump ball here. As really nice work by McAloon defensively, getting hands in there to disrupt the attack. Tigers come away with this jump ball, but the next one will be going to the Eagles. As referee just conferring, double-checking a few things. But it is, yeah, indeed, white ball. Looks like Emma Jeffrey will put the ball in. 14 seconds on the shot clock here. As she finds Emma Metzler right up close, right back to Jeffrey. Back to Metzler, but that pass misfires and might have tried to go a little too casual. Not sure if Metzler was expecting that, and tough break for the Tigers giving up that possession as we get the very sharp angle here. Here's McAloon looking to drive in. Nice bounce pass into McGuigan. McGuigan can't get rid of it, has to pass it out, and that shot from Dobson over the net. Haley McDonald on the rebound. Now here come the Tigers. It's Campbell. Can't quite penetrate the three-point line, so it bounces out to Jeffrey as we have a foul again. And I think that's a bit of a reach in. Second foul against FCA. So things starting to balance out. No points out of it yet, but probably still a good use of the timeout by Coach Colpitz as FCA with the last two fouls. Here's Jeffrey again. Jeffrey back to, I believe that was, Emma Metzler in the corner. Second shot off the rebound, no good either, as the Eagles take over. McAloon driving in, gets by the defender. Shot up, and now it's rolling around here on a fast break is Aletta Metzler. Metzler with a couple girls to beat, and it rolls around the rim. Gets her own rebound, though. Great tenacity from the grade 9 student wearing number 4. As McDonald swung out to Jeffrey. Jeffrey calling, and then drives in. That bounces out, has her own rebound. Can't quite get that as she really fighting for the ball. Gets it out to Emma Metzler. Metzler driving through the paint, and finally the Eagles have it. It's Lauren Sturgeon with the ball. She's got to get past Emma Metzler. Dumps it back to McAloon now as the Eagles have it. McAloon outside the three-point line. And she's going to shoot from just outside the key. Bounces around, but ultimately does go in. And already 20 points for number 4 on the Eagles squad. Tigers are really going to have to shut her down if they want to get back into this thing. Here's Jeffrey. Fakes a shot, passes back to Metzler, but back to Jeffrey at the top of the circle. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Ball has yet to cross the three-point line. Here's Campbell driving in. Jeffrey for 3, and that is going to go just a little bit left. As here comes El Zayat. And Jeffrey getting called for that. She had her hands up, but must not have had her feet planted. As again, El Zayat drawing her third foul this quarter.
We're seeing Tigers having to work way harder to get in and break through the defense of the Eagles, which just goes to show how strong the Eagles' defense is. Mm-hmm. And they are drawing the fouls on the Eagles, at least, while trying to go into breakthrough. But as soon as they were able to shut that down, the Eagles were seeing the Tigers just kind of pass them in the three-point line and then having to take a shot with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Even if it hits it, most of the time it's rebounded by the Eagles as they have great positioning inside the paint.
Mm-hmm. Still not an ideal shot, right? It's you can put yourself in a tough spot if you find yourself unable to control that shot clock. Let's see if the Tigers can start clawing back, and that pass misfired, and might be some frustration setting in as Eagles really a commanding lead right now. Let's get a quick look at a replay as McAloon in real time brings the ball up the court. Here's McAloon, gets inside the paint, but opts to drop it out to El Zayat. McAloon right inside for Kegney. Kegney all alone under the net, puts up an easy 2. There's 2 more for the grade 9 player. She opened the scoring at the very beginning of this game, and now she's on the board again. McDonald back to Emma Metzler. Metzler for 3. That bounces out, but Deanna Campbell has the rebound. Here's Jeffrey now driving through a couple defenders. Gets a decent shot off. It's no good, but has her own rebound. Shooting again. third attempt for Jeffrey, and that will roll out as well. Really tough break, as I think we got another foul here as the Tigers reaching in. And it is indeed Emma Metzler. I think only her first, but the Eagles are in bonus right now, so even though that was well away from the net and any potential shot, she's still going to send Lauren Sturgeon to the line. Tough break for the grade 12 player, as Eagles really starting to soar. First shot from Sturgeon rolls out. She is 1 for 4 from the line this evening. And second shot goes up now, and that bounces out as well. And jump ball here is Jeffrey and McAloon getting into it. We'll see. Oh, I believe it is the Eagles' turn as McAloon goes to put the ball in. She'll be looking for one of McFarlane, El Zayat, Sturgeon, or Kengnay, her teammates out there. Tigers on D, looking inside. Lauren Sturgeon has to run back to get it, but she does. Here's McFarlane, but that pass blocked by Deanna Campbell. And here comes Emma Metzler. Metzler trying to drive through. Shot just a little too strong, and that bounces out. Tigers really haven't been able to convert a lot of these rushes, which is having a big impact. Obviously, Eagles ahead, well ahead in the scoreboard, but part of that is their work on drives like that one from McAloon. It doesn't convert, but she's been able to get a few of those as we have a whistle. I think that's McAloon coming on too strong from behind. We'll wait for it to go on the board, but I'm guessing it'll be number 4 in blue. It is indeed her second, and the Eagles' third of the second quarter. Here's Jeffrey putting the ball in. Finds Campbell, back to Jeffrey. Jeffrey up and over to Aletta Metzler. Metzler's going to drive in, looking outside, but that's read perfectly by El Zayat. Nice interception, and she gets it over to teammate Sturgeon. And here's McFarlane with a long 2. Rebound comes to Emma Jeffrey of the Tigers. And that ball, and there's been a few of those for the Tigers, just these misfired passes. And I don't know if they're off their game. This is the team that finished second in the East, so they are a strong team, just not able to convert on these passes. Ball dribbled in and shot by McFarlane, but it's no good. And now here's Emma Jeffrey bringing it up the right flank. Jeffrey moving in, and ball bounces around, but ultimately out. And here comes Sturgeon the other way. Sturgeon with speed, couple of Tigers to beat, and she can't. Nice defense there by Campbell and Jeffrey getting hands up, and there's Riley Dobson along 2 points, and she's on the board. Campbell back to Emma Metzler. Metzler dribbles the ball up, finds Campbell to McDonald in the corner. Jeffrey faking and now driving in. Nice sidestep, gets her own rebound, and we've got a foul here. I think Kengnay reaching over. Whenever you get in a position where you're kind of behind your opponent, that's not a great position to be in, and we'll wait for it to go up on the board, but indeed it is the third against Nikki Kengnay, so she'll grab a breather, as will Lauren Sturgeon. We got Haley Hansen and Claire McGuigan checking into the game for FCA. Jeffrey getting ready to put the ball in. And Campbell back out to, I believe that's Aletta Metzler, and it is indeed. Shot bounces out, and McGuigan on the rebound. So here comes El Zayat. El Zayat stopping short, and now goes in again. Driving through, pass under the net to McGuigan. Outside to McFarlane. Dobson at the top of the circle. Dobson dribbles in, but then elects to send it out, and that shot falls short right into the hands of Emma Metzler. Here's Emma Jeffrey up over the line. To get by a couple defenders, and passes to Campbell, who takes a long shot. That kind of hit the top of the backboard and rolled over. So here's El Zayat changing up the speed, but can't get by the defender, so sends it out to Dobson, who shoots 3. That's no good. And here's Emma Jeffrey with some speed. Jeffrey goes up, and there's 2 for the Tigers. Jeffrey's 3rd and 4th points of the evening. Dobson now driving in, but turning at the edge and guilty of a travel, I believe. As we'll get a change of possession here. Lauren Sturgeon checking in. Check that. Haley Hansen checking out, number 22. And here's Emma Metzler to put the ball in. Tigers trail by quite a bit here as we near the end of the second quarter. Jeffrey dribbling around outside to Emma Metzler. Metzler tries to split the D, but Dobson getting hands in there. Nice work to create the turnover, and now here comes Lauren Sturgeon with speed. Haley McDonald stands her up, and the ball comes to her teammate. Here's Jeffrey starting the rush again. Jeffrey, double team, but gets the ball over to Campbell. Campbell, nice moves, getting by the defense, but Lauren Sturgeon right at the end of that gets her wingtips out and deflects that shot. Here's Sturgeon now looking to pass across, but it's misfired. And now Aletta Metzler trying to blitz up the left flank. Ball on the ground, and now we have a jump ball. Good work by Dobson and El Zayat getting in there. As Coach Perez is going to call a timeout here for his girls, with just a little over a minute left to play. Yep.
Now, points may not say it, but Tigers have been having a way better last few minutes than they were earlier in the quarter. When it comes to at least fouls, I could have sworn that the Eagles actually, or the Tigers had 6 fouls, but I guess it's gone down to 5.
I don't think I know that teams don't always keep putting them up past 5, because after 5 it really doesn't matter too much. It's more about the individual foul, just as long as the individual doesn't have 5 fouls. Once you hit 5 it's bonus, so it really doesn't matter.
That was done in bonus already.
Yep. No, they I believe as a team they do have 6 or 7 this quarter. Do the Eagles?
The Eagles now get into foul trouble, or almost. They're 1 away from 5, but I think the more concerning factor is number 15, Kenya, having 3 fouls on her name in the second quarter, and she is a starter player, is the main center for the team, and I find that no one else can compete with her height-wise on the other team, or getting those rebounds, so they may have to bring out someone like number 22, Haley Hansen, who we have seen, and also...
Yep. Sturgeon's pretty good when she's under that. She isn't always positioned there, but when she is stationed there, just because of the personnel, she can be good under the net. But you're right, Kenge is their main go-to for rebounds. Here's Emma Metzler looking for 3. That bounces around, and Sturgeon tips that rebound away. So here comes Lauren Sturgeon. Sturgeon circling around, finds a lane, driving in, and that's good for 2. It's kind of sidearm lobs it in. So timeout paying off for Perez, as Emma Jeffrey just can't quite do the same, and we've seen that a lot this evening, where the Eagles get a breakaway, they go in for a layup, it's good. The Tigers come right back with a layup, and it's just a little too strong, no points, and the Eagles have just been able to pull away. As here are the Eagles in the offensive zone. It's Bella El Zayat putting the ball in. Finds Lauren Sturgeon. Sturgeon a long 3. She's sunk one of those already in the first quarter. This one will not go, but McGuigan still has it. McGuigan's shot is low, but gets her on rebound out to McFarland. Sturgeon from mid-range, and that's good, as she's up to 10 points on the evening as well. Here's Emma Jeffrey. Jeffrey splits the defense, drives in. Ball just a little too strong and bounces out, and again a jump ball, as that's Campbell and McFarland dusting it out, with Dobson getting hands in there as well. Here comes Rebecca McNaughton checking in for Bella El Zayat. So Coach Perez giving his starters some breathing. Nalea McAloon has had a bit of a break, as she's got 20 points already. Ball over the net. Campbell on the rebound. It's no good. Sturgeon blocks that, and now she has the ball here in the final seconds. Dumped out to Dobson. Dobson inside to McGuigan. Back to Sturgeon. Sturgeon shooting for 3. That hits the rigging. It's a dead ball. And with 5.4 seconds left to go, in the first half. Tigers get the ball in their own end. Let's see what they can draw up. Get some quick points here. They go a long way. High pass up. And Metzler has it. Can she get a shot off? Here's Campbell. Over to, back to Metzler. Metzler, that shot, wide right. And so, FCA putting on a defensive clinic. They hold the Tigers to just 4 points in that quarter while putting up 19 of their own. And the Eagles really pull away with things in that second quarter. Still plenty of time to go, though. These teams, as we mentioned, they have faced off twice so far this season with 2 very close games. Caledonia winning 42-41 on December 10th, and in January it was FCA prevailing 54-49. So not quite as close this time around, but still plenty of time left. As we'll thank our sponsors one last time before going to break. Big thanks to Scott Pierce at RE/MAX East Coast Elite Realty and the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. As there's Athletic Director Mike Fletcher letting folks here in the gym know that the canteen is open. And if you're a fan of the Lakers, we'd love to see you come out at noon tomorrow to support the girls take on the winner of this game. Canteen will also be open then, and we'd love to fill the gym and raise lots of money for the bleachers. So if you're available, please come on out. As we mentioned, though, big thanks to Scott Pierce and the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs as sponsors. We'll take a break now and be back for you right before the third quarter.
All right, folks, we're ready for the second half of this game. First half was a surprising lead taken by the Eagles. Based on their previous games, we were expecting something more of a back and forth, but Eagles kind of taking this one and kind of flown away with it. And
yeah, Tigers, they got into foul trouble early in the second quarter. It really was the second quarter where things started to go wrong for the team from Hillsborough. And foul trouble, they just were missing passes. They weren't converting on their layups. But let's see, this is a veteran team. They won the right to host Northeast Sectionals last year. So let's see how they're able to recover out of half.
Starting off the play here with Tigers. Passing around. Jeffrey going to pass. Going to find the hands of Aletta Metzler. Shot attempts up. It's going to be rebounded by El Zayat. Going to pass it to McAloon. She's been the number one scorer, I'm pretty sure, for the Eagles. And
Yep, without a doubt. 20 points already. She's been strong.
El Zayat going to find the hands of McAloon. Driving it around. Looking to break into the paint. 9 seconds left on that shot clock. She's going to elect to pass in. Going to find McGugan. She's going to shoot. That's going to reset the shot clock, but it doesn't matter. Rebounded by Metzler.
And this could be pretty foul and pretty key foul. And let's see who this goes against. But if it's against Kegney, that is her fourth. Nope, it is McGuigan's second. So Eagles dodging a bit of a bullet there.
Jeffrey starting the play off for the Tigers. We'll find the hands of Casey. Casey on the right wing. Going to pass to her teammate. She's going to make her way into the paint. That's Campbell.
Let's see how the Tigers do here. They haven't always been able to control the shot clock here, so let's see if they can set something up quick, not get forced into a bad shot.
Jeffrey going to go for the shot attempt. No good. Rebounded by McGugan for the Eagles. McAloon going to get the pass. Bring it up on the left wing here. Looking for an opening. Going to quick pass to El Zayat. Going to find Sturgeon. Shot attempt up. She likes taking those far three-pointers. Yeah. Sometimes they work out and sometimes they don't. Quick rebound by the Tigers as they're going to drive in and try to put 2 points up. It's no good. That being Aletta Metzler. 3-point attempt is good.
Really great shot there by Scotland Stewart. We didn't see much of her in the second quarter. She got into a bit of foul trouble early, but now that she's back on the court, that may be one of the smarts the Tigers need. They weren't looking like a prolific three-point shooting team, but if that's part of her game, she can bring a new element to this offense and maybe help the Tigers claw back into this thing.
Throwing in here is going to be Sturgeon. Going to find McAloon. McAloon going to try to get into the paint there. She's going to shoot 2. It's no good. And we'll roll out of bounds. Should be the Tigers' ball.
Yeah, I believe so. Eagles kind of retreating into their own end, so looks like it is. Ooh.
A little bit of a hard fall.
Right up against the Don Fletcher minor officiating booth, too. We heard that hollow kind of echoing out. I think that was Emma Jeffrey took that spill, but she gets up and seems to be walking okay, so I'm sure the adrenaline's helping.
Scotland Stewart thrown in here. Gonna find Jeffrey. Over to Casey. Pass it around, gonna make its way to Emma Jeffrey. Shot time's up, it's no good. Rebounded by Kenye, but that throw is gonna go straight to the other team. The Tigers will get possession back again. Nice job by Sturgeon disrupting that, giving McAloon the ball to drive in and put 2 points up.
There's the Eagles' first points of the quarters. McAloon just hasn't missed this game. She's been a force, but nice response by the Tigers, by Campbell there.
Campbell going to put 2 points up. Going all the way around, McAloon in the paint, going to pass back, going to find Kenye. Going to go for a far pass, going to find McGugan on the right side of the paint. Looking past the three-point line, and we'll find Sturgeon there. She's going to shoot those threes. And as I said, she makes some of them, and that is one that she will make. It's Sturgeon, not stopping for anyone, going to turn that into a 5-point play.
Wow, yeah. Big sequence there from Lauren Sturgeon. one of the Eagles veteran players for sure, is a grade 11, one of the oldest players on the team, and she'll get she'll just move around, just shifting responsibilities, still on the court right now.
Tigers hoping to get this one over to the Eagles side before some sort of steal disrupts that, and they will be able to get past the line this time. Shot attempts up, it's no good, but a quick rebound by Sturgeon. They'll end up with it going over to their side once again. And they set up for an offense here. Pass back to McAloon. McAloon driving into the paint, going to try to put up 2. It's no good. Great job there by the Tigers. Mostly all of them inside the paint there. That's going to ensure that they get that rebound. It will go to Casey. She brings it up on the right wing, looking to pass out. We'll find Emma Jeffrey. And a nice steal there by El Zayat. Shot attempt up by McAloon's no good. Quick rebound by the Tigers, bringing up on the right wing. Gonna pass in, gonna find Alida Metzler. Rebounded by McGugan.
Oh.
Nice steal there. Passing out. Gonna find number 14, Alexa Casey. She's gonna go for a shot attempt, and it will go in.
And we're gonna have a timeout called here by the Eagles. Coach Perez just wanted to calm things down after Tigers came away with a couple points off that sequence, and girls getting a little energized. That's the first timeout called by the Eagles. And yeah. And we'll see what Coach Colpitz is able to chat with their team about. And one thing we did see there a couple sequences ago, I was wanting to point it out, there was a missed pass from Jeffrey to Campbell, and Campbell almost recovered, but by the time she got it, she had a couple of players on her, and her next pass was stolen, and that's been a big part of this game as well. The Tigers rather, with a few missed passes here. I don't know if it's lack of communication or lack of focus, if these are set plays that people aren't ready for, or if their pass is just trying to get a little too fancy with the no look and nerves on the big stage. So whatever it is, that is something that is persisting early here in this third quarter. We'll see if the team from Hillsborough can address that. And got some applause from some fans here, so the girls from Caledonia did not travel alone. Eagles, of course, often getting a decent crowd here of supporters, as Fredericton is only about 40 minutes away.
McAloon starting the possession here for the Eagles. Going to bring up on the left side. I like to drive right in, trying to pass back. Nice disruption there, but it's going to be no good as McGugan's going to dive for the ball, creating that jump ball.
Yeah, possession-wise, I'd say these teams have been fairly evenly matched. It's just the Eagles are converting and the Tigers aren't.
Eagles with possession here. McAloon going to pass back to Sturgeon. Sturgeon with a quick trade off to El Zayat. El Zayat electing to pass in. Going to find Pena. Only 5 seconds left. She needs to try to hit the rim. Instead, we'll go out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Kegne wanted a call there. She had her arm outstretched. I don't think it was just for the ball. I think it was also towards referee Bishop asking for a call, but Tigers do well getting their hands up clean there.
Casey going to try to shoot for 3. That's going to be, unfortunately, out. Nice rebound there by Alida Metzler.
Great fight by Metzler getting that rebound.
Going to be FCA's possession after some misplays there. McAloon especially here, looking to drive in, going to cross all the way through the paint. Going to pass to Kenye. Found not in the paint for once. Going to find McGugan. Over to El Zayat. El Zayat looking for an opening. We'll find there Sturgeon. Sturgeon going to try to shoot in those 3s. It's going to be rebounded though by Alida Metzler. Quick pass up.
Oh, nicely done. Great see there from Metzler. I thought she wasn't going to see her teammate Scotland Stewart right beside the net, but she dumps it off at the last minute. Stewart has a defender coming on her with speed. Not only puts up 2, but also draws the foul. 3rd from Bella El Zayat. I think she got one earlier when Emma Jeffrey hit the minor officials table.
Jr. quick off. Nice disruption attempt there, and it will be successful after a little bit. McAloon will fall with the ball and bring it over to the Tigers. Metzler bringing the ball up, going to pass. Shot attempt up and good.
Tigers still down, but they're starting to claw back.
Being Campo. McAloon. Once again with possession, going to pass into Kenye. Got a nice steal there by Stewart. She'll fall with the ball.
And Stewart having a great impact here is in her return to the game, as we mentioned. Didn't see much from her in the second quarter, but she's doing well in possession with steals, putting up points, drawing fouls, getting in position. Great play from number 5. Grade 10 player for this Caledonia team.
Driving attempt here. Shot attempt will be up and good. Campo striking once again. McAloon in the left wing here. Making it into the paint, going to try to pass, but the double defenders on Sturgeon. Smart play by the Tigers. They're getting possession here, and will be Alexa Casey bringing it up. And find its way to Campo. Campo. Going to try to shoot. I mean, no good this time. Sturgeon on the rebound, bring it up on the right wing. Going to try to pass, but that's out of bounds. McFarland wasn't ready to receive that one. He was a little too far ahead.
Yeah. Now, if Paris hadn't called the timeout earlier, I might be wondering if we would see one now. I don't think we will, just because there's still plenty of time left to play. It's only the third quarter, but definitely momentum favoring the Tigers right now.
And they'll fight for the ball right under the net there. Who was on the jump ball? And I think this one is going on the Eagles' side. Yeah, it looks like Sturgeon will get in position to throw that in. Gonna find the hands of McAloon. McAloon starting to play once again. Sturgeon going to look to get into position right under the net. As we've seen Kenye step off, which means we're going to have someone fill in. But it doesn't matter. McAloon can just shoot those threes and make them.
And there's a great antidote to the Tigers coming on. Stop them with 3 points. Casey will try to respond, but she draws the foul. And that's the second foul we've seen against a three-point shooter. This time, it's the Tigers who will get 3 attempts. Yeah, I find I rarely see that. Now 2 in 1 game now.
First shot is up and good. Zayat, last person sent to the line from the 3-point foul, I want to say, and she shot 1 for 3.
I think so, yeah. Sounds about right.
But she was able to turn that into 4 points after she was able to get the rebound after the last one and shoot into 3.
Yeah, that's right. The first one was good, the second 2 weren't, but on the last shot, the rebound bounced out high, so let's see what happens here.
You're going to make sure that doesn't happen for the Tigers.
Yeah, no such luck, but a turnover, so either way, Tigers do not surrender points, and here they come on the attack again.
Jeffrey going to find the hands of Metzler, and Metzler.
Nice high shot, and they've cut the lead to 20 now. Still lots of road to go, but plenty of time on the clock in the third quarter.
Driving attempt there is no good.
McAloon with the drive. She's been a bit quieter this quarter than she was in the early going, but first foul against Caledonia in this quarter.
McAloon, the other number 4, making her way into the paint, gonna shoot, and get those 2 points up. And I heard a whistle blown, which may mean and one, I'm not entirely sure.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, just based on... Oh, actually, points aren't on the... Oh, no, now they are. Points are on the scoreboard as Colby Claycorn working that minor officiating table. Big thanks to him, as well as Violet McDonald and Jake Riley.
It's going up against Campo. That one's no good, but a nice C all over to Metzler. No result with her getting 2 more points.
Good see from Emma Jeffrey on that rebound, and nice work by Metzler getting in behind the defense. Tigers able to convert to 2.
McAloon going to shoot. 3-point attempt, no good. Dobson going to almost get the rebound, but a nice fight by Emma Jeffrey will result in the Tigers getting away with that one. But a travel call will end that play sooner
Called on the travel there. That's too bad. I was going to compliment the move as she got by the defender quite nicely, but I guess an extra step or two will help you do that.
McAloon once again looking to start something here. Gonna pass in, gonna find McGugan. 3 defenders on her. And a travel call.
Yeah. Nice work by the Tigers pinching the attacker there. Just giving her nothing.
Metzler in the paint, gonna elect to pass it to the 3-point line. We'll find Stewart, and she'll go in, and she'll be able to rebound, putting 2 points up. McAloon with possession here, gonna pass in to McGugan. That shot up. This time she's able to shoot up. It's still no good. Stewart bringing it up, gonna find Jeffrey. Jeffrey gonna find Metzler. Metzler looking to pass. Looking to shoot, rather.
That might have been one pass too many as they were looking good in the zone there. Good ball movement by the Tigers. But we'll see who this foul goes against.
Looks like number 5. I'm not entirely sure. No, it'll be number 24.
Tough luck. That's Campbell, grade 9 player for the Tigers.
I have no idea how I got number 5 from that one.
Well, McGuigan might have been the Eagles. I didn't know which team it was going against.
Bouncing off there. Stewart. Sturgeon on the rebound, rather. Bouncing around. We'll go to the hands of Casey. On the right side, Metzler. Going to find Campo. She's going to try to shoot 2. Going to get her own rebound. Going to try to get it out to the 3-point line. And we'll find Jeffrey there. She's going to pass. Going to find the hands of number 14, Casey. Casey going to find Metzler. Metzler looking to drive into the paint. Going to try to shoot up 2. That's going to hit the backboard. Going to get her own rebound. Looks like the Tigers' forte for this play here. Going to pass out. Going to find the hands of Campo. And she's going to drive in. That time, Eagles are going to fight for it a little bit harder. And we'll result in the shot clock.
Had to hit the rim to reset the shot clock, but they will not, so.
Eagles hoping that the jump ball won't be called before the shot clock goes off, and they will be in luck here.
Yeah, they can still maintain their order in the flip, but they get the ball right now. End of the third quarter.
McAloon on the left wing.
Ooh.
And we will see a fall. I think that's
it's going against
Lauren Sturgeon.
Caledonia. Number 4, I believe.
Yeah, that will be.
Oh no, or 14 or 4.
See, I don't.
Could be 14.
Alex
Casey.
Alex Casey, yeah, her 4th of the game.
Yeah, and yeah, she is gonna come out. That's tough because she was shooting well, but now she'll be held in reserve by Coach Colpitts.
Not a shooting foul here, so at least they're safe on that regard. Sturgeon will find the hands of Elzayat, pass it around. We'll get to McAloon. McAloon going to shoot from right outside the paint. Going to be no good. Rebounded.
Ooh.
Nice steal by McAloon on that.
Great read.
By Stewart.
And less than a second on the clock. But that's going to give McAloon a couple of shots. That's basically the worst case scenario.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
For the Eagles here, and I think it's against Scotland Stewart.
And it will be.
Tough break. She was having a great quarter, too.
She was in foul trouble right off the bat, making her sit out most of the second quarter. Hopefully that we don't see that happen with the fourth quarter, guys. I think the Tigers are going to need her. First shots up. No good for McAloon.
Nope.
Going to go 1 for 1 here. She will. And kind of a Hail Mary is all you got here. And
yeah, you're looking at a full court shot there to try to put points on the board, but still not the worst case scenario. Let's see, Tigers, if I'm doing some quick math, they were down 26, and they've cut the lead to 19, so still quite a ways to go, but they have a bit of momentum on their side now.
From the 4-point scoring quarter we saw before, this is a different game for the Tigers with a 20-point scoring quarter.
Yeah, much better offense.
5 times better.
Yeah.
And also less fouls, I want to say, going out.
They held it to no fouls for the first 8 minutes, but really came on there at the end of the third. So that could spell trouble for some of their starters, as we saw Alex Casey with 4. She's taken off. Deanna Campbell has 3, Scotland Stewart 3, Aletta Metzler may have 4, so that could be bad news for this Tiger squad. But I mean, no, not without foul troubles are the Eagles, as Nikki Kengney and Bella El Zayat, both starters, I think have 3 each. So I don't know. We'll keep track. We don't always get the fouls exactly right up here. Sometimes we put them on the wrong side or whatnot. So we'll keep you updated. And 5 is the number you're watching out for.
Yeah, I'd like to take this time to thank our sponsor, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty and the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. Thank you for supporting our streams, and we hope that the amount that you've given to us has helped you guys just a little bit. These net cameras, these graphics, everything that you've seen here, all thanks to them, and we appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, we certainly hope so. I think the streams are definitely picking up in views. We're trending in the right direction. Playoff basketball will do that, of course, but we appreciate all the viewers, whether you're tuning in from Fredericton, from Hillsborough, from Harvey Station, or wherever. Thank you for watching. We appreciate the support.
Yeah, for sure. And if any of your teams also play volleyball, we'll also be streaming that there. And if you don't want to miss those games, you can always subscribe to get those notifications for all those streams. And we try to get almost every single senior game, so there's a very high chance that you will see your volleyball team here sometime on the court.
If they're traveling to Harvey, we'll try to get you. We'll try to let you see them. If you want to come out to the gym, it's a great gym as well. We'd love to host you here as well. But if you can't make it, for all those grandparents and extended family outside of town, it's always nice to be able to share a link and still be able to support your family in that way.
Starting the play here is Sturgeon. We'll find McAloon. So I've been saying those two names the most for the Eagles here.
Yeah, McAloon took a break in the second quarter once the Eagles really pulled ahead. I expect we won't see that here in the fourth rather.
Shot up there. Emma Metzler off the bench. I'm going to get the rebound there. Out of bounds, so we'll go to the Eagles here. McAloon bringing the ball up. Going to opt to go from the left side here. We'll trade off to El Zayat. Very common play I see by them. Passing in, going to find McGugan. Back to McAloon. McAloon going to drive into the paint, going to try to shoot up 2. It's going to be no good. But will be out of bounds. And it will go to Caledonia. Emma Metzler going to pass to Emma Jeffrey.
And Jeffrey's fouled on the way in. She's had a ton of drives in, just hasn't converted as many as you'd be hoping. But when you're drawing a foul, that still is helping the team, especially when it goes against McAloon, top player for FCA. So that's her 3rd.
Play off. Jeffrey looking to drive in once again. That one will result in a steal. Bringing up is Riley Dobson looking to pass out. We'll find El Zayat. El Zayat, quick pass into McGugan, but the ball will be lost in transit. And the result going into the hands of Campo. Bringing it up pretty quickly, which will result in it going right into the hands of Sturgeon. Kind of as a gift there. She'll bring it up. Very powerful pass.
There's a DB move from number 4, Aletta Metzler, just jumping right in front of that ball to intercept beautifully.
She'll have possession here. Going to pass to Emma Metzler. Shot attempts up, looking for that rebound. We're going to see a couple of people falling over there.
Yeah, waiting for that whistle. At that point, a jump ball feels almost inevitable. You had multiple players from both teams on the ground chasing after it.
Rilby Stewart. Nice bounce pass. Beautiful C.
Ooh.
Emma Metzler with the shot attempt will be no good. Rebounded by McAloon. Bringing up on the left side. To Sturgeon. Sturgeon can find Dobson in the left corner, but she'll kind of just give that one straight to Campo. Passing in will be Aletta Metzler trying to get in there.
Okay, I was expecting a pass out to Scotland Stewart there as open beside the net, but Metzler opts to put it up herself. She draws a foul, 4th against McAloon. That is potential bad news for Coach Perez's squad. She's staying in, though. Looks like it's McGuigan coming out. Oh, no. They may have edited that foul. That might be against Sturgeon and not McAloud.
Let's hope my eraser's strong enough here. Will be the
Kegney and Sturgeon ready to box out. It'll be Scotland Stewart and Emma Metzler looking to get the rebound. But not necessary, as that point is successful. So Aletta Metzler 1 for 2 on that exchange.
starting to play off here. This is Dobson. Dobson going all the way around. We'll find McFarland. McFarland has taken a spot on the bench now, regardless if the foul was actually on. Al-Zayad on the ref's right side here. Jump ball created. Will go the way of Caledonia. Maybe it's the Eagles.
Yeah, I think just a jump ball, but
It was a jump ball, but it will go Eagles side.
5 seconds on the shot clock. They need something quick here.
Gotta move quick.
And is that a foul, I think, on
I must assume by the
whoever was defending Jeffries, I think, who went down? Is that number 6, McFarland, I think? Yeah.
it will be.
So second foul on, oh, check that, the Eagles. I put it on the wrong thing on the scoreboard here.
Oh, McFarland. Drive in there by Jeffrey. It's no good. Gonna get her own rebound. Playing a life and death game with the out of bounds line, but she will survive that one. Dobson gonna get the rebound off that a shot attempt though. Gonna find Kenya in there off the pass of El-Zayat. She's looking to pass out. And a back step will result in her turning over the ball right to the Tigers. We'll find Emma Matzler up to Aletta Matzler. She's going to back up to the 3-point line. And gets rid of Jeffrey. Jeffrey trying to break through the defense rather. They won't be successful there. Sturgeon on the right side, going to drive her right in the middle. No defender is really in front of her, but it's finished from behind. We'll be able to disrupt her. On the rebound, going to find Metzler, and Metzler. Aletta Metzler coming up 2 more.
That's a really nice see from Stewart on that assist as well. She was driving up, but Metzler in her favorite position on that right-hand lane, driving in, had a clear shot. Stewart got it right over to her for an easy 2.
Once again, she's going in for that.
Ooh.
She's going to take a fall this time.
Goes down hard, and there's Metzler, yeah. Might as well have some reserve tracks up that right flank because she goes there so often.
Fourth
And
foul on Kenya. Sending Metzler to the line. So far, I have her shooting 1 for 2.
it's McGuigan and Kegney looking to box out. Emma Metzler and Scotland Stewart looking to get the rebound for the Tigers, if necessary.
Will be. Out to El-Zayat. El-Zayat to Sturgeon. Sturgeon on the right wing. Looking to get something going and kind of will try to pass it, but will land right back in her lap, so she'll keep that one. Go for a shot attempt, they'll be able to rebound it. Kenya now with the ball. Looking to pass or shoot there, wasn't entirely sure, but it will end up with McFarland getting the ball. And reset of the shot clock, I guess. Kenya going to pass over to El-Zayat. El-Zayat in the paint.
And
Will be lost.
not sure if, I think that was just a travel or is it an actual foul? Oh no, referee Joel Everett going in and just give it an explanation to the coach. So I don't think it was a foul, just maybe explain it in Yale Colpitz why it wasn't one. Oh no, check that. It is a foul. El-Zayat's 4th, so quite a few of these starters for FCA, potential foul trouble.
Speaking of, Kenya looking for her to get that rebound, but it's no good. Out to Emma Metzler. Beautiful back and forth from Jeffrey. No points so far, but Stewart gets her hands involved, and that will result in 2 points off of her. El-Zayat up on the right side, looking to pass. We'll find McFarland almost on the other side of the court. We'll find Kenya to Sturgeon. Sturgeon going to slow the play down. 9 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to elect to drive it right in.
Ooh. And Sturgeon will draw a foul going in there. Now, Tigers are definitely humming, but time is on the Eagles' side, so I think you're going to see this a lot as they'll try to eat things up, take long-range three-point shots, and we'll see how things go. As Sturgeon at the line can be dangerous.
Metzler's second foul there.
Okay, second foul for Emma Metzler, number 18. Just based on familiar resemblance, she's got to be sisters with number 4, Aletta Metzler. First shot is good. Thanks to Austin Jamieson for getting us that net cam angle. And not here in the booth right now, but Ashton Little did some great work setting up those net cams before the game. He can't be here tonight, but big thanks to Ashton, a huge part of our team as well.
And Metzler looking to drive in there. And it will be them two fighting again, and it looks like there'll be a foul drawn. Same 2 people.
And if this is a foul, that's bad news for the Eagles. Puts the Tigers into bonus. It is indeed third foul against Sturgeon, so with 5 minutes left to play, Tigers in bonus. They still trail 16, but plenty of time for a potential comeback here.
Talk about an intense final quarter here.
Yeah.
I thought the game was written and done after that interesting second quarter on the Tigers' behalf, but the third quarter, a different story to tell, and this fourth quarter is shaping up to be the same situation here.
And credit to this Caledonia squad. Now, a lot of grade 10s. I'm not sure how many of them were on the team that hosted sectionals last season and ultimately fell to the Lakers in the Harbor Station semifinals. I got to imagine a lot of them, Emma Jeffrey in grade 12, Emma Metzler in grade 12, and a lot of these players, Scotland Stewart, Haley McDonald in grade 10, Alex Casey grade 11, they've probably got some veteran savvy, and good for them for not panicking when they got down. Game is getting a lot closer, like those other 2 matchups we know these teams played.
Passing in there and trying to find the hands of Casey. They're up and all around. Some shoving happening, but nothing called. Out to Emma Metzler. She's going to shoot, get her own rebound.
Coming in with speed to get her own rebound. Nice drive by Emma Metzler in grade 9. She's going to draw another foul, and again, with the Tigers in bonus, it's good news. First shot is up, but that's no good. As Metzler will shoot again. McGuigan and Sturgeon looking to box out. Alex Casey and Scotland Stewart looking to secure any potential rebounds for the offense. Oh, whistle may have stepped over the line there. Not sure what happened. It definitely hit the rim, so I think Metzler may have stepped over the line when she shot, as that ball went right to the Eagles. No fight for that.
Unfortunate there. But still a foul nonetheless.
Yeah, checking over a few things, but...
Bringing it up here, Dobson, and almost lose the ball, but she will be fine. Pass all the way across to Sturgeon. Sturgeon looking for an opening here, and she'll find it by a shot. Dobson looking at the rebound there, but will fall with it, and like dominoes the entire...
Yeah. That's one thing with this do-or-die game. Neither team giving up on a ball, so you'll see them dive. You'll see them hit the paint to get those rebounds. As a lot of these players with 4 fouls have checked into the game, season on the line. This is the time to do it. Casey has checked back into the game. Kegney with 4 fouls, I believe, and she's back in. I expect we'll see McAloon soon.
Stewart bringing it up. Gonna find Campo. Campo's pass is going to be a little far, but it will be able to be grabbed there by Stewart. Back to her. Campo now looking to break in. She's making way to the paint.
Going to be swatted away, but it'll be quickly grabbed by Casey, and Casey's shot will be good.
Got by the first defender and then was able to walk in almost untouched. Not sure what happened there.
She has over double digits points there. Dobson in the paint, going to pass out, going to find Elzayat. Elzayat for three. That's going to hit the rim. Fighting for it here. Bounce all the way around. It'll be Campo to get the rebound, bringing it up on the right wing. Going to pass, but that's unfortunate.
Pass just a little too high for one of the Metzlers. I think that was Emma. And timeout called. We'll see which way Joel Everett's pointing, and Colby Cleghorn confirms it was Danielle Colpitz of the Tigers calling that timeout. And so we'll see what she's able to draw up here. Her team is definitely pushing. At the end of the first half, they were down by 26, and they managed to fight back to 14 here. As a reminder, the winner of this game will go on to the second game of sectionals. That is tomorrow, right here at the David McMullen Gymnasium in Harvey Station. That will be against our number 1 ranked hometown Lakers. Winner of that game goes on to Harbor Station, or TD Station, I guess is the new name.
I find that us people who like the basketball still call it the Harbor Station.
Yep.
It kind of has a ring to it.
Those stadium names, it's always hard to get used to the new ones. As out there for the Tigers right now, it is both Metzlers, Aletta and Emma, as well as Deanna Campbell, Alex Casey, and Scotland Stewart. So Emma Jeffrey, for potentially the first time this game, I don't think she's been on the bench all game. But she's grabbing a breather here. I expect we'll see her before the game is over. For the Eagles, it's Sturgeon, McGuigan, Kenye, Elzayat, and I believe Dobson.
Yep. And Dobson with possession here. Going to pass in front of Elzayat on the left flank here. Looking pass back with Kenye. Kenye, shot clock taken down. Quickly, McGuigan needs to make something happen, but the defense of the Tigers is fierce. But a quick turnover makes it all worth nothing. Quick pass over.
And this should be an over and back. Yep, not touched by any Tiger on that pass. So 3:32 left to play. That ate up a lot of time.
Stewart going to pass to Emma Metzler. Campo with the ball here. Going to pass all the way out.
They got to shoot here.
Shot attempt up, no good though.
Is this a travel?
I'm not entirely sure what the call was there.
No, didn't see a call. It's not a foul. It's going to be Eagles' ball in the defensive zone. McAloon's checked back into the game. Bad news for fans of the black and gold.
McAloon bringing the ball up here. Finds an opening. Going to like to pass out to Sturgeon. Sturgeon's going to try to shoot three. It's no good. Fighting for the rebound. Falling with the ball. It'll be Campo.
And that's blue. Let's see who it's against. McGuigan, I believe, number 5. We'll let it go up on the board, but I saw a 5, so it could be 15, could be 5. And it is the 4th foul on Claire McGuigan.
It's going to send Campo to the line. First shot is up and good.
That goes in clean.
No fuss.
This will be Casey and Stewart contesting this rebound.
Shots up. 2 for 2.
There you go. Pulled within 12 nicely. And blue ball now.
McAloon on the left wing. Gonna go all the way around the defense. Gonna try to shoot. No good. Out of bounds.
So where earlier the Tigers, just nothing was going in for them, now it's kind of the Eagles who are snake bitten. Let's see if Caledonia can claw all the way back, but double dribble, just tough mental mistake here.
I even saw the coach of the
Eagles there.
Oh, making that call. He saw it too.
Out looking to passing and find McAloon. McAloon looking for an opening here on the left flank. Helps him to go to the center area and then drive right in. Past all the defenders and shoot two. Quick drive up. Shot attempt is up.
Tigers need a few more of those and quick. Eagles, clock is their friend. Let's see if they can use it.
McAloon on the right side there. Elzayat back to McAloon. You can just tell they're wasting time. She'll try to shoot there, hitting the rim. Fighting for the rebound, going to create that jump ball.
And I think it's White's turn. Oh no, check that. It is blue. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
McAloon gonna pass in. Nice see.
Oh. Really nice movement there from McGuigan. Good see from McAloon to put 2 on the board. Bad news for these Tigers.
Looks like a disruption there, but nothing that permanent there. Just stoppage in play. Stewart going to be coming in here. Going to find Emma Metzler back to Stewart. Over to Violetta. Metzler. Metzler going to try to shoot 3. Just going to hit the rim. Stewart on the rebound. Looking to bring it out. And Metzler. Violetta Metzler, rather.
Oh, let's see a shot here from Casey. There's 3. She's got a very interesting 3-point shot stance. Kind of a one-legged thing. And not sure what's going on here. White ball? No, blue ball?
Looks like they're playing the game without the ball.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. A lot of movement here.
Sturgeon tone in here.
Maybe just adjusting some defenses. Tigers on the full press here.
McAloon bring the ball up on the right wing. Going all the way around. Elzayat almost over and back. They're good. McAloon, 5 seconds. Gonna shoot and reset that shot clock. Sinks the 3.
And here's a timeout called by the Tigers. Their final timeout, I believe, although they're not always strict about that, but that 3 points from Bella Elzayat may have been the knife in the back for these Tigers. 11 points in a minute and a half is doable. 14 points, it's looking a lot tougher, even if you are in bonus.
It's not looking good here if you're a Tigers fan.
No, really tough, but they had a great third quarter comeback. Momentum was swinging on their side, but the Eagles just kept putting up points here and there, not fully letting it get out of control, and they've managed to maintain a bit of a lead. It's less than what it was at the end of the first half for sure, but it's enough now that they're feeling pretty comfortable about their chances to play tomorrow. Coming out, we're still not going to see Emma Jeffrey. I wonder if there's an injury there potentially. It'll be both Metzlers, Campbell, Casey, and Scotland Stewart out there for Caledonia. The Eagles are going to send out Nalia McAloon, Claire McGuigan, Nikki Kengne, Lauren Sturgeon, and the successful shooter of that 3-pointer, Bella Elzayat.
Nice drive in. Shot attempt off the backboard. Rebounded Macaloon. Macaloon bring up to the left side. Time wasting is the name of the game here. Elzayat going to get in the paint. Going to pass it to Macaloon. Macaloon playing it slow. Looking to drive in on the left. Going to bait that. Going to pass back to Elzayat. Going to pass and find McGugan. McGugan's going to find Sturgeon. Sturgeon going to pass. That's going to be a quick turnover. A little bit too fast there. It's Metzler. Going to put 2 points up. Metzler. Macaloon playing slow once again. Bringing up on the right flank. Going all the way around in the paint. Going to pass out. Going to find Elzayat. Elzayat on the left side. Going to pass back to Macaloon. Macaloon looking for an opening here. Nice tip there and nice steal. Casey going to drive in. Going to try to shoot for 2 and they're good for 2. Just a battle against the clock at this point. McAloon. They're trying to get her before she can bring it over, but a quick pass to Sturgeon will make sure that doesn't happen. She's playing slow here. 16 seconds pass in. McGugan going to try to shoot. No good. Shot clock turned off now. You need a run here. Metzler running up on the left flank, going to try to shoot two. It's no good. Rebounded by Stewart. Stewart going to try to get that out to the three-point line. We'll find Casey. Alex Casey's shot no good. Stewart going to get the rebound.
And it's 0.8 seconds on the clock here. Tigers down by 10. This will be it for the Caledonia Regional High School Tigers out of Hillsborough. They battle back to get this game respectable. Metzler does score 3 at the end, pad the stats a little bit, but it will not matter. Ultimately, it is the Eagles flying high. The number 3 seed from the Southwest will go on, having knocked off the number 2 seed from the Northeast. They will play the Harvey Lakers tomorrow at 12 p.m. for a chance to go to Harbor Station. And you can hear the parents from the Fredericton Christian Academy really giving their team some support, and tough break for Danielle Colpitt's squad, but they played a great game. They should hold their heads up high. One of the top 6 teams in the province in single A competition this year. And
great game all around. Some amazing shooters all around. Alexa Casey leading with points. Aletta Metzler, grade 9 player.
Yeah.
That is going to be great to see. Kind of filling probably the role of Emma Metzler, which we assume to be her sister.
Yep.
She's graduating here, but to fill the role is Aletta Metzler, who came out swinging this game.
Yeah, both of these teams young, and I expect to see both of them competing in single A competition for the next couple seasons. But for now, we're focused on this one, as FCA will go home, get some ice, and try to recover and get ready for their noon matchup tomorrow. In the Northeast, we had Minto taking on Southern Vic. We do not know the results of that game, but we'll try to get it to you tomorrow once we have the Lakers broadcast. The winner of that is taking on Petitcodiac to see who will be the other team at Single A Senior Girls Harbor Station next Saturday. Thanks so much for tuning in. Before we go, we'll thank the folks who helped with the broadcast one last time. Big thanks to referees Joel Everett and Scott Bishop. Our province is in a bit of an official shortage, so we really appreciate all the help from coaches, players, former players, everyone who's chipping in to help don the stripes and make sure these games are possible. Big thanks to Joel and Scott. Your minor officials tonight were Colby Cleghorn, Violet McDonald, and Jake Riley. And just like the officials, the game can't happen without folks working the scoreboard and the score sheet. So big thanks to both of them, or all 3 of them rather, as well. Congratulations to John McAloon and Moses Perez, coaches of the Fredericton Christian Academy Eagles, as well as assistant coach Chelsea Dawn Holmes. And also a big thanks to Danielle Colpitz and her assistants Cadence Reed and Brianna McNaught for getting the girls from Caledonia ready. Up here in the booth, he's not here with us, but Ashton Little did a great job earlier today setting up those net cameras, so big thanks to him. Big thanks to Jay Gillett as well, working our main camera up here in the skybox. Austin Jameson keeping things in control on the console, switching up the views, and big thanks to you as well, Kevin.
Yeah, you too, Mr. Red. That was a great game, and I'm excited to see what tomorrow entails.